going on, everybody? Joseph David here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here, wherever you may be, across the world or the country, listening in, tuning in to our YouTube channel. This is Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community, and you are listening to your host, Joseph Hadid here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully everybody had a great week. It is TGIF, and hopefully everybody's ready for this upcoming weekend. It is Friday, yes, March 3rd. It is the beginning of the month of March 2023, and some people, ladies and gentlemen, have been saying that this is their favorite month. Now, why is March the favorite month? Well, because spring is almost here. Yes. So we say goodbye to winter. We close it out. We close out the cold temperatures. We bring in the spring temperatures. We bring the flowers. And we get ready for some barbecue too at that. Anyway, folks, thank you for joining us. And ladies and gentlemen, sorry about last week. Last week we had to change the dates because we had software issues and nothing was going to our advantage. All right, so nothing was going up to par. That's what I'm trying to put the point out there. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It is Friday, March 3rd, 2023. We have some sports to recap, ladies and gentlemen, that transpired this past week to start you off for the beginning of the month of March. And ladies and gentlemen, let's start off here with some NFL news. Joe Montana, ladies and gentlemen, his Super Bowl jersey sells over... Well, it actually sold for over 1.2 million, which breaks the record set by Tom Brady and his valuable items. So Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana's game-worn jersey worn during the San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl XIX victory over the Miami Dolphins, and then again 4 years later in Super Bowl XX III, that was sold for a record-breaking 1.212 million on Wednesday. So that is 1.212 million on Wednesday. The opening bid on Montana's iconic jersey brokered through Golden that came in at $250,000. But 21 bids later, the final offer came in at 1.010 million and then 1.212 million in total, with the buyer's premium. The purchase shattered the previous jersey sale record of 480,000 set in 2022 for a Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey. How amazing is that? Joe Montana is getting some recognition, huh? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk some college basketball. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you already know we are in the month of March, as we mentioned. You know what this means? March Madness, ladies and gentlemen. And March Madness starts on March 14th. Yes, and I believe the regular season ends for college basketball on March 12th, I believe so. And then March 14th, ladies and gentlemen, starts March Madness. How exciting is this? And it runs, I think, all the way to April 3rd. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of college basketball, we need to talk about some history that's being made here. Now, you all recall, did anybody actually watch this game? Because if you did, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to tell you the records that is shattered. Indiana versus Purdue game. You all recall that game, right? It sets viewership record on Fox Sports 1. Yes, you're hearing that right, folks. There were a lot of eyeballs on Indiana's big in-state showdown with number 4 ranked Purdue on Thursday night, with more than 954,000 people watching on Fox Sports 1. It was the largest viewer number ever for a game on the network. Indiana's dramatic upset of number 4 ranked Purdue at Simon Squished Assembly Hall on Thursday night was the most watched college basketball game ever on Fox Sports 1. The network announced on Friday the bitter in-state showdown, a 68-65 victory by the 14-4 Hoosiers that ended a 9-game losing streak to the Boilermakers. That was watched by more than, again, 954,000 views on the Fox secondary network. Indiana won the game thanks to a career-high 20 points from senior guard Rob Finessi, who also hit a three-pointer with 60 seconds left to give the Hoosiers the win. So, for all college basketball fans, you really got your money's worth and made some memories out of watching this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this was truly awesome for college basketball fans to witness. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA and the NBA Players Association have motivated to reach a new labor agreement, a new collective bargaining agreement, that is, by March 31st opt-out date. In the stretch run of the NBA season, the league office and the National Basketball Players Association are reportedly nearing a new collective bargaining agreement, according to Shams Shanarna of The Athletic. Both the NBA and the NBPA can opt out of the current labor deal before a March 31st deadline, a deadline that has already been pushed back twice. The CBA will expire on June 30th if either side opts out. Otherwise, it will run through the 2023-2024 season. The executive director of the Players Union, Tamika Tremagalu, and NBA Commissioner Adam Silver recently expressed their desire to get a new deal done sooner rather than later. It is absolutely a priority for us, Tremagalu said in her news conference during All-Star Weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, let me fill you in a little bit more on this new collective bargaining agreement. Adam Silver is pushing so hard for this new collective bargaining agreement to be approved. And you know the reason why, folks? Because they want to get college basketball players from college to the pros with the new different age limit. They're trying to recruit everybody that's finishing college, coming to the NBA in the NBA draft, to be at the age of 18 years old, folks. Yes, you're hearing that right. So I think they're changing the age limit, I believe, from either 19 or 20 down to 18. So so with the new collective bargaining agreement, they're gonna try to allow anybody from college transitioning over to the NBA pros to be at the age of 18 years old. And with that being said, folks, this actually works in favor of LeBron James' son, Bronny James, again, who's gonna go play college basketball. But after college basketball, he is definitely looking to enter the NBA at the age of 18 to play against his father or alongside his father, whichever it may be. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll give you more details as they come about the new collective bargaining agreement, and we'll definitely bring it to you once we hear more information about it, nonetheless. All right. So I just wanted to share that out to you folks and give you a little bit more information on that. All right, folks. Now, you remember last week's podcast when we talked about Russell Westbrook making his debut with the Los Angeles Clippers? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they made more history that night when Russell Westbrook did make his debut with the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's talk about it. 351 points. What else can we say? The Kings outlast Clippers in the second highest scoring game in NBA history. Yes, you're hearing that right, folks. I kid you not. Malik Monk scored a career-high 45 points. De'Aaron Fox had the go-ahead basket and finished with 42. And the visiting Sacramento Kings beat the Los Angeles Clippers Won in a high-scoring fashion game nonetheless, 176-175 in double overtime, in the second highest scoring game in NBA history. Detroit beat Denver 186-184 in a triple overtime on December 13, 1983, in the highest scoring NBA game. The Kings are third on the scoring list with 176 points, and the Clippers fourth. Box score, ladies and gentlemen, again, Kings 176, Clippers 175. The Clippers had a 165-169 advantage with 1 minute and 57 seconds remaining on the clock before the Kings scored the final 7 points. So they basically went on a 7-0 run. Excuse me. Including Fox jumper with 36.5 seconds remaining. The Clippers, had the final shot, but missed. Nico Batum missed a 3-pointer at the buzzer. The Kings overcame a 14-point deficit late in the fourth quarter and a 6-point deficit in both overtime periods. The teams also combined for 44 3-pointers, tied for the most in a game in NBA history. Kawhi Leonard scored a season-high 44 points for Los Angeles, and Paul George added 34. So, what a game last week, folks. You all recall that game last week, right? One of the best games in NBA history. And, ladies and gentlemen, Russell Westbrook definitely put on a heck of a show to remind everybody that Russell Westbrook still has it, and what it takes to showing who Russell Westbrook truly is. All right, let's talk, ladies and gentlemen, about the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State Seminoles, they stunned Miami with a 25-point comeback. Down by 25 early in the second half, Florida State decided not to stop playing, and the Seminoles ended Miami's hopes of a perfect home season. Matthews, Cleveland 3-pointer, as time expired, capped Florida State comeback from a huge deficit, and the Seminoles stunned number 13 Miami 85-84 on I think it was last Saturday, folks. Yes. We showed a little bit about who we are. Florida State coach Leonard Hamilton said Jordan Miller had given Miami the lead on a 3-pointer with 4.9 seconds left. But Cleveland let fly from about 25 feet, and the ball swished to give the Seminoles, who are 9-20, 7-11 in the Atlantic Coast Conference, their best moment of the season. They ended Miami's 7-game winning streak, knocked the Hurricanes out of the outright lead in the ACC standings, and denied the bid for a perfect home record. Miami was 15-0 at the Watsco Center entering Saturday. So they just suffered their first loss, ladies and gentlemen, not to mention on that. What an upset that was. What an upset. That was actually college basketball as well, I believe. So yeah, what an upset. What an upset. What an upset. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to some NHL news here. Ullmark's goal for the Bruins' dream comes true, becoming the 13th goal to score in NHL history. First since Rini in 2020, Linus Ullmark had always dreamed of scoring a goal. The Boston Bruins goalie finally got to live that dream when he shot into an empty net with 48 seconds remaining in a 3-1 win against the Vancouver Canucks at Rogers Arena on Saturday. Ullmark knocked down a dump in near the left post, squared up, and launched the puck up and over everyone, having it land flat just above the hash mark before sliding it into the center of the net. It's one of the dreams I've always had that I wanted to score a goal, Ullmark said in his quotes. After narrowly missing on an attempt late in a 2-1 win against the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Winter Classic on January 2nd, Ullmark knew this one was going when he saw it land in the Cancun's zone. However, he was still at a loss for words when he met with the media almost 20 minutes later. Alright, let's shift over back to some NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Lillard becomes the first player in NBA history to score over 70 points in under 40 minutes in Portland Trail Blazers win over the Houston Rockets. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen a pattern lately where every team in the NBA has been making a lot of history on the Houston Rockets? Ladies and gentlemen, that goes to show you how much the Houston Rockets franchise is so horrible. Alright, with that being said, Damian Lillard set an NBA record in his monster scoring night on Sunday, racking up 71 points in 39 minutes, including 13 three-pointers, as the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Houston Rockets 121 to 114. With his effort, Lillard became the first player in NBA history to score more than 70 points in under 40 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, just the 8th player to hit the 70-point mark, and he is also the only player on that elite list to score 70 over the age of 30, and the first to do so with 10 or more three-pointers. And ladies and gentlemen, in Damian Lillard's quotes, "I enjoyed those moments in the game when I'm just going after people." The NBA All-Star said after the game, "That's all it was tonight. I wanted to be in attack mode. I got it going and stayed aggressive." Lillard came into the game averaging 37.6 points in his previous 18 games and continued that stellar run with a league-wide season high mark, equaling Donovan Mitchell's 71 points against the Chicago Bulls in January. Lillard started the scoring early with 41 points. That's actually 41 points at halftime, folks, ladies and gentlemen, including 8 three-pointers, again, as we mentioned, at halftime. Whether driving into the paint or dropping shots from distance, the Blazers guard was unplayable. He made all 14 of his free throw attempts and had a magnetic relationship with the basket when shooting, even sinking a ludicrous 36-foot jumper in the second quarter. He ended the game shooting 22 of 38 from the field, making 13 three-pointers from 22 attempts. Just one off of Klay Thompson's record 14 three-pointers set in 2018. Lillard's teammates continued looking for him in the closing minutes to try and get ahead of Mitchell's total. But after missing a couple of shots, he came off the court exhausted with 44 seconds left on the clock. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Damian Lillard, he is selling currently. He's also getting a little active on the market, on the selling market, that is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I just heard this past week that Damian Lillard, after performing that 71-point game against the Houston Rockets, ladies and gentlemen, you better go online if you are thinking about shopping for new shoes. Damian Lillard has put a discount out there for his sneakers. And ladies and gentlemen, for a limited time only, you get to take advantage of that to buy his sneakers for $71, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about a huge discount. That's because of his huge 71-point performance against the Houston Rockets. All his shoes are for $71. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do not wax your ears. You are hearing that correctly. $71 for his sneakers. You know what? You might as well take advantage of it now before it's gone. So, how awesome for him to do that for the fans, right? Way to go, Damian Lillard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about the Indian Premier League. Yes, Bumrah is set to miss the Indian Premier League of 2023. The India fast bowler, who is yet to recover completely from the back injury, has been confronted with the option of undergoing surgery. India fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah is set to miss the Indian Premier League 2023 after being given the option of undergoing a back surgery. ESPN Sarinkafo has learned Bumrah is yet to completely recover from the back injury, which had ruled him out of the T20 World Cup last year and that he could also possibly miss the World Test Championship final if Indiana qualifies, which starts on June 7th at the Oval. The BCCI medical staff at the National Cricket Academy, NCA, in Bengaluru is treating Bumrah's case on an urgent basis. It is understood that the staff suggested the surgery option to him following recurring niggles in his lower back, which surfaced originally in the form of a stress reaction last August. A final decision on the next step is expected to be taken soon by the BCCI in coordination with the NCA and Bumrah, keeping in mind the ODI World Cup is scheduled in October and November in India. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's recorded podcast. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, smash the likes, smash the subscriptions, share it out. Let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about to get all the latest sports updates on a weekly basis when you tune into our YouTube channel for all the latest sports updates that you may have missed. We're always here for you to give you the latest updates. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joseph Hadid, your host, signing off, telling you have a great weekend, enjoy your Friday, and again, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed, sports family, and we'll interact soon, before you know it. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one, stay blessed, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk soon and interact, ladies and gentlemen, here again. Signing off from Worldwide Sport Updates. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Ciao for now.